That morning bowl of cereal, crowned with banana slices and a dash of almond milk, seems like a gentle, well-behaved start to the day. It crunches pleasantly, it promises heart-healthy whole grains, and the box insists it's fortified with 100% of your daily vitamins. Sounds like breakfast doing its job. But what if that colorful box is also sneakily delivering something less wholesome, like a steady drip of inflammation? Here's the catch. The term fortified or enriched is often viewed as shorthand for healthier, but in reality, it may sometimes mean excessive, particularly in a modern diet already loaded with repeated exposures to the same added nutrients. Niacin, vitamin B3, folic acid, the synthetic form of folate, and iron are the usual suspects in enriched flours, breakfast cereals, meal replacements, snack bars, and even plant-based milks. If you're eating like a typical health-conscious modern human, you could be unknowingly stacking these nutrients across multiple meals a day, and that's where trouble brews. Take niacin, for instance. While crucial for energy metabolism and cellular repair, high intake, especially the form added to enriched grains, can lead to the buildup of byproducts like 4-PY, a metabolite associated with endothelial cell stress and vascular inflammation. Normally, you have to take pharmacological doses of niacin supplements to worry about side effects like flushing or liver stress. But with cereals, breads, snack bars, and enriched shakes all pitching in their niacin pennies, you may find yourself quietly reaching gram-level intakes over time, without ever opening a supplement bottle. Your body doesn't send a notification when you cross that line. It just starts accumulating inflammatory baggage in your blood vessels. And then there's folic acid. It's added to flour to prevent neural tube defects, an important public health success. But once again, chronic overexposure is a different story, especially in people with slow or inefficient methylation pathways like those with the common MTHFR gene variant. In these cases, unmetabolized folic acid can accumulate in circulation, where it's been linked to immune dysfunction, increased cancer risk, and yes, vascular inflammation. That's not exactly the gentle morning boost you were going for when you reached for your multigrain flakes. And let's not forget iron, which is also a staple in enriched products. While essential for oxygen transport and energy, iron is a redox-active metal, meaning it can catalyze the formation of free radicals when unregulated. In people who don't need extra iron, especially postmenopausal women, adult men, or those with hereditary hemochromatosis, this can mean oxidative stress, arterial damage, and accelerated atherosclerosis. Iron, in excess, doesn't politely wait for your body's invitation. It kicks the door down and starts redecorating your arteries with rust-colored inflammation. The real kicker is how habitual intake builds this silent storm. One fortified cereal at breakfast, some enriched white bread at lunch, a protein bar on your afternoon break, and maybe a pre-workout shake with added B vitamins. That's not a rare or extreme diet. It's Tuesday. And while each product may only provide a slice of the RDI, together they can easily exceed upper tolerable limits, especially for vitamins like B3, folic acid, and iron that don't always play nice in excess. To make it trickier, the label doesn't always tell you the full story. A product might list niacin 20% DV, which seems innocent enough, until you realize that 20% is based on the minimum to prevent pellagra, not the maximum before vascular inflammation starts ramping up in aging blood vessels. And those values add up across fortified products far more than they would in food-based sources like leafy greens, beans, or meat, which offer nutrients embedded in a matrix of fiber, fat, and enzymes your body recognizes. So, is your cereal causing inflammation? Not necessarily. But if your breakfast, lunch, and snacks all come from boxes that boast fortification, it's worth asking, is this still nutrition, or is it accidental self-supplementation? Because when you layer fortified cereals over enriched breads, over protein powders, you're no longer just eating food. You're microdosing a pharmacological experiment, and your cardiovascular system might be the unwilling test subject. The solution isn't to demonize cereal or bread or any single product. It's to be aware of cumulative exposure and to understand that enrichment was designed to prevent deficiency, not optimize health. What worked in 1940 to combat malnutrition doesn't necessarily fit 2025's environment of abundance and biological individuality. We now need to think less about adding more and more about adding wisely. So by all means, enjoy your cereal. Just make sure it's part of a broader food pattern based on real, unfortified, diverse whole foods. Because while vitamins are essential, so is nuance, and inflammation rarely announces itself with a fanfare. It just creeps in with every healthy bite until one day, the low-grade smolder becomes a real fire.